Hello everybody, welcome to this week's Abbots Address. It's Friday, May 29th, and at the moment I'm in my car. Welcome to my car. Isabella is getting a treatment, and so it's an incredibly busy day, and now's the time. So we're going to have the conversation here. So a couple of points for conversation. One is that we will be traveling over the next two weeks or so to go to Buddhist Teacher Conferences that are happening in upstate New York. And these are just fun, and they're wonderful and sometimes challenging. And, it's a really wonderful thing on the whole that the different lineages have made a point to get together and to have conversation and community and everything. And these are different folks that are lineage holding teachers in various traditions. And there's two different groups. One is a 4-year cycle of conversation. Every 4 years there's a meeting, and this will be the second of those. And that's for any age range teacher, from pioneering generations to early adopters to young'uns like me, and so on. And then there's another gathering that's specifically for teachers who were born between 1960 and 1980. We have our own cohort, and we meet every 2 years, or there's the option to meet every 2 years. And I was on the steering committee for that last cycle when we met back in Deer Park, and I'm just tickled to go and connect with everybody. And it's really fun to chat and have conversations with other people that are have thrown their lot into this crazy project of the Dharma in the West, and it's a privilege to be a part of it. And we challenge each other and comfort each other and share and everything, and it's just nice. So I'll report what I can of that when we return, and then to talk about some developments in terms of the Sangha Organization. So in light of recent developments and the fact that we're, the mountain seat is done with and everything is clear, we've reconsidered, reversioned a little bit about how the Sangha is organized. So, in broad form, there's visitors who come and visit the Sangha, and anybody can be a visitor as long as they want, forever, it's fine. There are members. Sangha members are people that have agreed to the Sangha covenant and have made some kind of an annual pledge and have signed the temple book. We have a little log, a little membership book, which is nice. We ceremonially acknowledge that way. Next would be a Jukai member. So a Jukai member is someone who has received the Bodhisattva precepts and gone through the formation program that we have for that, which is extensive, and which we're coming up on tomorrow. Will be the first formation day for this year's class of initiates. And then Shoken member, okay? And all of these are completely opt-in. I mean, no one's required to do anything here, but this is the path of progress, one way to say it. So Shoken has to do with formally taking on the teachers as a student, becoming a formal student. And so what that really means is being very dedicated to a personal relationship with the Dharma and with the practice, and making commitments to be at sesshin, to hold down liturgical positions of support, and to really, make a commitment to step up into the deep end of the pool and really practice. And mostly it's about sesshin. I mean, if we roughly said, stability would be visitors, becoming, or not visitors, be members, becoming stable and grounded in the community as a member. That's centeredness, stability, fine. Compassion is the precepts training. And in our way, I don't view the precepts as being something that's a bond between student and teacher. That's a practitioner taking refuge in the Dharma and taking on the precepts, and that's their relationship with the Dharma that Doan and I are privileged to witness and we share in. And there's clearly a relationship to the Sangha. That's you can't do Jukai without being a member, so it goes without saying that a person is not shopping for a community, but they found one here. We don't do drive-by precepts as a rule. But then Shoken, so that's compassion. And then Shoken is about wisdom. Shoken is really a commitment to sesshin and to really getting involved. So we'll be spelling out in detail what the expectations are. I mean, there's a covenant of conversation and connection, and a willingness to be authentic and honest, which is absolutely critical in the relationship, but also a commitment to a certain number of sessions. What we've decided to do is to mark that, and this is a shift. We're going to mark that with the gray robe, a gray practice robe. We saw some versions of that in the mountain seat ceremony. People loved them. I like them. My first place of training used those. So we've decided that we're going to mark those Shoken folks with the gray robe of practice, and it'll be a visible sign of that kind of commitment and dedication. Now, people who've already taken Shoken with me, just so you know, everything we've done up to now stands as it is, and there's no requirement for you to do anything different. The arrangement we had stays, it's fine. This is for, if you want to, you can go through this new process that we'll be rolling out, which would go with the gray robe and the more commitments to sesshin and stuff like that. But if not, welcome to stay just the way we are. It's perfect. So that's Shoken. And again, there'll be more details coming through, and we're really looking forward to this. Now from there, ordination, the path to ordination. So ordination is open to anyone who feels a resonance with the priesthood, with the Zen priesthood, which is what we have to offer and how we function. It has to do with a real sense of stewardship of the Sangha and a commitment to holding the forms of the Sangha and a real vowed presence. So, and that can look all kinds of different ways, but there is a priestly quality. There is a capacity there. There's kind of a quality that some people feel is honest, and I agree, to be recognized in this way. And there's a clear path to that. A person needs to be a Shoken student in order to be in the ordination kind of approach. A person needs to be a Jikai student before they can be a Shoken student. And a person needs to be a member before they can do Jikai. So these things kind of all stack. And there will be a formation process that we go through together. There will be clear expectations and discernment and everything like that. But it's, it's time. With Doan's transmission kind of in play, we're finally in the place to be able to do these things that we've all been looking to do for some time. So ordination is possible. If that's something you're interested in, definitely connect with myself about that and Doan, and we'll have the conversation going. Our expectation is that, we'll get the Shoken thing going first and then move into that path. And then there's Shuso member. Okay, now Shuso means like senior disciple or chief disciple or senior student, senior practitioner, like that. For us, that's the marker of beginning to participate in formal teaching capacities. So a person can be a lay Shoken student and choose not to be involved in ordination, which is totally fine, and move into the Shuso, the Dharma, to be participating in the teaching capacities of the Dharma in our community. Or a person can be in the ordination track and move into that. Or a person can be in the Shoken or ordination track and not move into the Shuso, the teaching kind of end of the thing. So from there, then we move all the way down into the rest of how the Sangha unfolds, all the way to full transmission. So, one of the things that I'm really happy about is that, we're going to be done with all these transitions all the time, and this kind of clear path will just be there, and it'll just be time for us to just get back to the basics of just practicing and letting these things unfold. So, lots of more details to come out. There's a lot of clarity that we have about this. It's hard to put it all in one big thing, but I just want to let people know that this stuff is being really thought about. We've been working on it for a long time, and we're just now in the point where we can start to introduce and roll out some of these things. So, so there we are, right? Happy stuff, good stuff, and I'm just excited and tickled, and again, I just continue to be very happy that our community is finally to this place, and it's wonderful. And you know, transitions are rough. I understand that, and it's one of the things that's sad for me is to see that, you know, as we keep having to go through these necessary shifts and transitions in the community, it's hard for some people to stay on the horse. But you know, gosh, I wish it could be different, but it isn't. The transitions are here for reasons. You know, we're developing and growing, and here we are. So hopefully we can all just dig in and practice and enjoy. And know that actually the whole package is here to be enjoyed, shared, developed, and given away. Thank you, everybody. So I won't see you in the Zendo for a couple of weeks, although we'll be here this Sunday, and we'll take it up from there.